This video is sponsored by PCBWay, but more about that later. The Juicebox has been a far greater success than I ever imagined it would be, and it's been used to power more machines than just the Amiga. Here it's powering an Amstrad CPC, and in reflection it would be possible to power any machine that requires 5, -12 or 12 volts or any combination thereof using a Juicebox. It's a pretty versatile retro power supply that just takes USB-C and presents a steady clean voltage to whatever's connected. But the main subject of this video is making the connector to the Amiga a little bit more modern. Looking at my MacBook Pro, the power connector's magnetic and it's easy to connect and disconnect. No fumbling about. Just a simple quality of life solution to modern power delivery. And that got me thinking, maybe that would be possible for the Amiga. And I also thought it would be a fun challenge just to see if something would even be possible. So I started my journey looking for suitable magnetic connectors. I found some on AliExpress. I quite like these because of the domino pin pattern that mirrored the original Amiga power connector, and I thought that was a fun parody. So having found the magnetic connector, the rest of the solution was really just connecting that to the Amiga. The Amiga's original 5-pin DIN requires pins in a domino arrangement. I managed to find some pins on AliExpress that were close enough that I think they're going to work. Now I knew what I was going to be using. I ended up designing a stack of PCBs. It should make sense when I put it together. So once I got everything done in KiCad, it's just a matter of sending it across to our sponsors, PCBWay, to have the PCBs made. PCBWay can't help you to lose weight as part of a calorie-controlled diet, but they can help you with your PCB prototyping, 3D printing, sheet metal fabrication and CNC machining needs. And free in every box is access to their shared projects library, where creators upload project files for anyone to browse and build. There's a fabulous selection of projects from the simple to the ambitious. Why not start your day the PCB way? They really are really crunchy. So now the pins have arrived and the PCBs, we can look at assembling this. Well, the pins are actually quite a good fit. And to make assembly a little bit easier, I'm going to use the socket from an old Amiga. This will make sure that the pins are reasonably aligned and stay straight while I solder them up. I found while soldering this, one of the downsides of a magnetic connector is that it's magnetic, and my soldering iron is made out of fairly ferrous material. I found that I had to hold it in place while I was soldering it, otherwise it would just jump up and attach itself to the soldering iron. In my design, I went to the effort of making sure that it was an easy to assemble design by placing a square and a circle on each of the PCBs that would face each other when in the stack, and also adding a notch to the top that one, mirrored the original notch on the DIN connector, and two, made sure it was easy to make sure all the PCBs were oriented right way around. Clearly I didn't get the memo on my own design and therefore put this one on backwards, well, rotated 180 degrees. So I'm now going to have to desolder it and put it on the right way.
Shit.
I won't bore you with the full details of that, but here's the highlights. I've used some heat shrink to cover it all up. It's kind of neat, but also sort of ugly. Not looking to win any awards on interior design, but it's functional. I'd say it's chunky yet elegant, or elegant yet chunky, but chunky's definitely in there. Well, now I've got it all assembled and attached to the juice box. It's just a matter of testing it with an Amiga. Well, I'm quite pleased how it all turned out. The connector is fairly secure. It probably could do with having a slightly longer, more flexible cable than a juice box in this particular scenario. But other than that, it works perfectly. And I think this could actually be something I'm going to do to most of my Amigas, as it's just a simple connector that sits in the back. This makes it fairly easy to swap the power supply between Amigas without having to fumble about and put lots of pressure on the internal PCB on the power connectors, which have had, let's face it, years of abuse. If you're interested in learning more about the Juicebox, there will be links in the description below, including a link to where you can buy one. I'm also working on other dedicated USB-C power solutions for other machines, including the Atari ST, FM and E series. That is in its early stages of prototype, and I have run into some minor hiccups, but should have something functional to show you fairly soon. If you found any part of this video useful or interesting, then please click like. And in the meantime, why don't you check this out next?